What is happening, guys? Han Yolo. Got our beer video, but before we get into the beer, and it's a big beer, it's one of my favorites. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, you like what you see, and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, that bell for notification, new videos. Let's get into this beer, man. I got the 2020 Fremont Rusty Nail, man. It is a Imperial Stout, or Imperial Oatmeal Stout, if you're unfamiliar. Right here, brewed with licorice, with cinnamon bark added, and aged in bourbon barrels. So aged in bourbon barrels for just a little bit over a year. And I've done, I think, 2017, 2018, 19, and here we are doing the 2020, man. Very, very excited. Let's do a quick 360 of this bottle. There's nothing on the back, but might as well. Very excited. You got that red wax and then the little drizzle down the side there. Super excited. One of my favorite stouts, man. Oh yeah, by the way, ABV, 13.3% ABV, and it changes every year. I think last year's like 14 or 15 or something like that. It changes every year, but very excited for this beer, man. And of course, I am sharing this beer. So, and I'm using a friggin' box cutter to just make like a little section here so I can put my crappy bottle opener in there, because it won't go through the wax because it's just a crappy bottle opener. I need to get a legit one, but eventually. But the wax is very nice. I like the wax, man. All right. Super excited. It's been sitting out for, I don't know, I wanted to leave it out for a little longer than 5 minutes or whatever it's been, but I also wanted to drink it, so here we are. So just opened it. Just get a small pour. Just do like a 4-ounce pour. So I like these glasses, man. They have little indications on there of what, oh man, the 4-ounce pour is not going to be good enough. Let's do an 8-ounce pour. Damn, I did an 8-ounce pour and there's still no head. You saw how I poured. I poured that, you know, like straight up just into the glass, although I was kind of gentle with it. Perfect 8-ounce pour. Anyways, if there was a head, which I'm sure a head would have formed if I poured more aggressively, not just super slow, whatever. I'm pretty sure it would have been like a dark mocha head, like a slightly darkened, and I don't know, man. Like if you were to melt down, I guess Hershey's chocolate in a pot, it would be slightly darker than that. It just looked like I was kind of just based off of, you know, the little ring of bubbles there, but I'm pretty sure it would have been that color. The beer itself, as expected, like previous years, man, pitch black, put into the very, very bright light here. Can't see anything through the beer at all. Straight jet black beer. Let's get the aroma. Super excited. Yeah, just first off, I noticed just booziness, like woody, oaky whiskey. Cinnamon, licorice for sure. The cinnamon and licorice in this beer always comes through strong, man. On the palate, it kind of varies year to year. I think last year's I don't remember too much, but I remember it was, I believe it was pretty licoricey and cinnamony. You get a mixture of dark chocolate and milk chocolate, but I'm gonna say it's more milk chocolate dominant than it is dark chocolate, just because it smells a little sweeter. That cinnamon and the sugar, like brown sugar, I'm gonna say it's like brown sugar aroma. It really works well together. It's like a very nice cinnamony molasses cookie. That's kind of what it smells like. Boozy, oaky, I don't know, man, it just smells freaking amazing, and it is definitely a slightly more viscous beer, man. Like just moving it around in the glass, it's obviously a liquid still. It's not like super thick or fudgy, but you can tell there's some body to this beer, man. And the lacing, super nice lacing. Let me see if I can just tilt it a little without spilling out of the glass here. Very, very nice lacing there, as you can tell. Let's get the flavor, man. Cheers. Oh, spilled a little on the side of the glass. Cheers. Once it warms up a little bit more, man, I bet it's gonna be way, way better. It is great now, but once it warms up, I'm pretty damn sure it's gonna be way better. It's not like freezing cold, but it's pretty damn cold right now. first flavors that hit, or that I noticed: licorice, cinnamon, and oakiness, in that order. Licorice, cinnamon, oakiness, that order. And then you get the milk chocolate, slight dark chocolate following that. I'm not gonna, and maybe if on the finish, like a little bit of roasty coffee beans. Roasted coffee beans and a little bit of molasses on the finish there. Barrel taste definitely goes throughout the entire beer. That barrel oakiness is always, it just continues from the beginning to the end. Booziness, not getting a whole lot of booziness. I'm sure as I kind of, sip on it, it'll come through a little stronger. But for a 13.3% beer, it is not as boozy as I thought it would be. Previous years, I believe it's, fairly boozy, but then I also like that in, stouts, especially, or in beers in general, I guess, like triple IPAs and just large barrel-aged stouts, where it's in like the double-digit ABVs. You kind of expect that. So I really expected a little bit more burn, but I'm pretty sure as this warms up and as I'm sipping it, it'll get more boozy. Like you just get that alcohol a lot more. Mouthfeel, it definitely has a body to it, but I feel like since it's so damn cold right now, like again, it's not like freezing cold, but it has only been out of the fridge for, now probably close to 10 minutes, so it's still barely cold. So the body is probably, a little less viscous than it would be if it was, let's say, been sitting for 15-20 minutes. So there's definitely a body to it. You can tell it has a thicker consistency, but it is still a little thin for this big of a beer. And as I'm speaking now, that woody flavor, that oakiness, it is definitely coming a little stronger. It's a little more earthy. I'm getting a little more earthy, like not quite, I'm gonna say, like woody, oaky, forest floor, not quite dirt, I suppose, but you get that earthy quality to it. Solid beer. I don't know, I can't tell yet if I like 2020's variation better, or 19 or 18 or 17. I think I have 16. I might have done 16, but it's a solid stout, man. I look forward to this every year. That earthiness definitely carries through a little strong in each single sip, and the woodiness in the black licorice, I believe it's black licorice, definitely comes through stronger with every sip. But I'm gonna say 2020, man, they really hid the alcohol well with this. Like after, I don't know, 4 or 5 sips, I don't know how many sips I've had, it definitely hides the alcohol, like the taste of the booziness of this stout very well this year. And I don't care for beers that hide the ABV. Like I don't want to be drinking straight up alcohol, like sipping on whiskey or anything. Like if I want to sip on whiskey, I'll just sip on whiskey, but I'm trying to drink a beer. So I kind of like the complexity of what beer has to offer versus just sipping on like a liquor. So I'm okay with that, it's sour, it's more hidden than previous years, but I also don't care if they do it or not. The dark chocolate is definitely coming in a little stronger now with the earthy tones, but milk chocolate and the molasses is still present for sure. Just definitely it's solid stout, man. Highly recommend it if you guys never had it. I literally do Rusty Nail every single year, man. It is one of my favorite stouts for sure. If I didn't mention that, I'm sure I did. I'm just super excited to drink it every single year, man, especially now that it's colder out, it's just a little more wet, just a little more wet. It is definitely stout season. This is a good beer to warm up to. Yeah, so there you have it, man. Rusty Nail, a 13.3% ABV Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels by Fremont Brewing out of Seattle, Washington. Again, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comments, questions, anything, please leave it below. And as always, dream big dreams, believe all things are possible. Thank you for watching. Cheers.